episode. Peaches pulls off his mask and he's got udders on his head. Heffers like, hey yo, what in the... Hello. It's me, your girl, Miss Toonslover, and I'm back. Y'all remember ROCKO'S Modern Life? It came on Nickelodeon in the early 90s. The show was about the Australian kangaroo Rocko and his adventures with his pet dog Spunky and his best friends Heffer and Filbert. In true early Nicktoon fashion, the show had a whole lot of adult jokes.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Rocko? Mrs. Bighead?
And some of them were really weird. If you haven't seen it before, you can check it out right now on Paramount+. On the reaction videos I made for Batman the Animated Series and the Beavis and Butthead video, Mel's1921, you asked for ROCKO'S Modern Life. Make sure you guys go check out those reaction videos if you haven't seen them, by the way. The episode is called To Heck and Back. It's from Season 1, Episode 11B. Heffer basically dies in this episode for a really dumb reason. Let me know if you guys remember this show and if you watched this episode before. I haven't seen this episode in years, so it was nice to have a rewatch after so long. I was cracking up and a little disturbed. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. So the show starts off with a chicken named Karen at what appears to be a job interview at Choky Chicken Incorporated. Sounds like a weird company name, but okay. She's hired. I wonder if Karen knew what she was signing herself up for. Well, that's the chicken life for you. Sorry, Karen. So Karen and a bunch of other lost souls get shipped to the Choky Chicken restaurant. This menu is insane. But Rocko and Heffer are here and they ready. Heffer's like, let me get everything that don't exist on the menu, then speeds off so Rocko can pay this hefty $40 bill.
I have the number 47, the 13, in order of number 6.
37.58, please.
Got him! Got him!
Rocko's a pushover, so he did it. But he later attempts to explain to Heffer that he began over on him with the food just a bit too much. Just as Rocko thinks that he's getting his point across, Heffer begins to choke on a chicken bone at Choky Chicken. Crazy. Rocko's like, is there a doctor in the house? And there's a good 5 of them there. But they said, nah, we on break. If he dies, he dies. And guess what? He dies. Look at the X's on his eyes. It's curtains for Heffer, and he heads up to the hamburger in the sky. That just better be a turkey burger, because isn't Heffer a type of a cow? I don't know. Before he can reach even more food, his wings melt off and a bunch of weights appear on his back, sending him to heck, which is really just hell with the LL crossed out and a CK put in there. So the Grim Reaper named Peaches pops out to welcome Heffer to the underworld and explains how he's stuck to rot there forever. Heffer should be upset and begging to go back to his old life, but instead, he can't get over the fact that this big bad devil guy's name is Peaches. Fake Hades is over it immediately and gets rid of the heck background, saying that it's just for the tourists anyway. Peaches pulls out a pitchfork print seat for Heffer and a TV from heck. After they have a nice little laugh about the TV from heck, Heffer says, heck, isn't it supposed to be? And then Peaches is like,
Censors.
Peaches lets Heffer know he's stuck in heck because he committed one of the 7 deadly sins.
Gluttony!
Heffer still seems to be unbothered about his new address in Eternal Damnation until he realizes he doesn't have a remote control to change the channel. Ugh. Then Peaches pulls out this paddleball toy, and that really upsets Heffer even further. As the show cuts back to Rocko, we see him still trying to bring his friend back to life by jumping on him. My guy jumps on Heffer so hard, his skull pops out of his body. I'm weak. Rocko can see this big behind chicken bone caught in Heffer's throat, and the doctors in the restaurant still refuse to be of service. Revoke their licenses, please. Meanwhile, Heffer and Peaches are watching Other Times of Life. Heffer was a gluten. His grandpa's birthday party, he ate all the cake. Then there were various clips of him eating all of Rocko's food. He even ate out of little Spunky's dog bowl. Oh, Spunky, he was sick. Heifer cries about being a glutton and how he's glad he's dead. Come on, Heifer, don't say that, man. We love you. It wasn't that deep. Rocco said, you know what? The doctors in here suck. I can do this myself. He reaches into Heifer's throat and falls into his disgusting stomach. He got mushrooms all up in there. Like, what is this about? Peaches and Heifer watch Rocco try to navigate his way through Heifer's insides, and it's not looking good. It's assumed there's no way Rocco is going to survive this, so Heifer is understandably upset at this point. He's like, no, Rocco's the homie. He don't deserve this. Peaches told Heifer his punishment in life is to watch Rocco die inside of his stomach over and over again for all of eternity. Alright, so this is absolutely the weirdest part of the episode. Peaches pulls off his mask and he's got udders on his head. Heifer's like, hey yo, what in the... Then Milk starts shooting out of these bad boys and his head starts spinning around. This actually creeped me out as a little kid, because why is this sharp-toothed udder the devil? Like, bro, what are you? Rocco finds his way to Heifer's heart and turns the switch back on. This causes Heifer's heart to start beating again, and a light shines on him, signaling his soul to go back to his body. A chicken leg on a string floats to Heifer, but he appears to have learned his lesson, because instead of eating the leg, he grabs the string so he can head back to life. Peaches looks upset, but then he's like, you know what, forget it. I'll see you next time. Heifer's soul returns to his body. He burps at Rocco, who has retrieved the chicken bone, and all is good. Those punk behind doctors even started clapping for the guys and throwing money at him like they were at a Vegas performance. This guy just lost his whole life and y'all didn't even care. Get them out of here. Heifer thanks Rocco and tells him things are going to be different now. They head to the movies, but Heifer requests to make a stop to get some food. And Rocco says,
Have you learned nothing?
But in Peaches' voice. Then the face of Rocco is ripped off and it's actually Peaches. He starts shooting his brain milk out of his creepy udders. Heifer wakes up in his bedroom realizing he was just having a nightmare. As he looks outside, we see his house as well as the other houses next door pull a mask off, and again, it's really Peaches squirting more milk. I'm so disturbed, y'all. Heifer wakes up again inside of a dark area, which turns out to be a pretzel box.
Bruh.
Heifer and Rocco are on their way to the big comic sale. Before leaving, they run into Karen, who has an interview at the Choky Chicken. She's the same Karen from the beginning. Now Heifer wants to go to the Choky Chicken, just like in the start of the episode, so I think it's safe to assume that this is how the day initially started. Peaches is shown on screen playing with the paddle ball, trying to get to the devil number, but then loses at 665 and has to start from the beginning. The end. I forget how weird that show can really get. I'm starting to think none of the Nicktoons from my childhood were really for kids. A lot of the cartoons in general weren't really for kids. This is why so many of us are messed up now. It's because of the cartoons. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this episode of Rocko's Modern Life. To heck and back. Did y'all watch it growing up? It's an odd one, right? If you have another episode of Rocko or a different show from the 90s or early 2000s you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.